Hello everyone. Welcome to Anubis gameplay. Today, I'm gonna talk about the battle healing. I am Sorcery right now, but I'm definitely not gonna just talk about Sorcery, I'm just gonna talk about battle healing in general. And then I'll have a section in the video where I'll talk about the battle healing in Sorcery. So, let's get started.
So guys, I wanted to mention something that I forgot to say in the video, unfortunately. In this video, I'm basically gonna talk about sorcery battle healing, alright? But you will find that I'm trying as well to mention other like options for other battle healers, you know what I mean? Like for other powers. Like there are some sections in the video where you're gonna see me talking about like what would electric healer would need, what nature healer would need, if you need a prec or might build for each power, you know. Of course, I don't think I covered all the powers in there, unfortunately, like not 100%, but the spec, all the spec stats, artifacts, some of them, like 90% of these stuff, will be the main things for the battle healing. So you technically don't really need like a different stat or build or whatever. You just need a loadout, that's all. For battle healing for each power, you just need a loadout because the artifacts will still the same, the mods will still be the same, the augments will be the same as well at this video in here. So I'm basically giving you a general idea on how the battle healing works, and at the same time a loadout for sorcery. So I also wanted to mention that I don't want you guys to limit yourself with what I'm saying. Like, it doesn't always need to be the way that I am putting the things in. Like, you can definitely switch things out, you know. Find the best possible way to make you comfortable while in the combat or in the content. So yeah, that's all I wanted to say. Thank you.
I don't know why I always like to make videos when they're just 30 minutes away from shutdown. But anyway, let's start. At least I'll have a timer. So, don't worry about the style. I literally just created right now, so don't judge me. Basically, what you're gonna start with is the weapon, alright? Unfortunately, the only weapon, like usually you have so many choices in here, but unfortunately with battle healing, it's just one choice, which is dual wield. Because dual wield is the only weapon that gives you the choice to perform a single target and AoE attack at the same time without wasting too much skill points like usually, because you're not like a fully DPS, you know. So yeah, you can go dual wield, bow, and then go back to dual wield again. Get those two in here, fury shot and the explosive shot. Okay, so you can be able to do this attack here for single target and this for AoE. Alright, okay, next, if you're super speed, flight, anything, you don't need any of these things in here as a battle healer. Again, before really getting deeper in this, I don't want you to exactly follow me. Like I'm not like 100% a battle healer, you know. I literally just started anyway, so you don't need to limit yourself on what I'm saying. You can technically, if you want to, you can take like tornado pull, whatever, if you want to. I don't know. If you want to take the init for the power back, I suggest that very much. I don't even know why I don't have them in here, but anyway, you can take supercharge and spam supercharge while battle healing as well. So don't limit yourself with what I'm saying. I'm just saying like what I've had so far, and I've been effective somehow. Okay. So next after that, the iconic powers, you need to take a new Venom boost and Pheromone Bloom. I generally just take new Venom boost, but you can take Pheromone Bloom as well. Okay, for stat points, you need to go hybrid because you're gonna use your weapon. So you can't be superpowered because you technically need to do so many combos in the middle, so why not go hybrid and get a 5% resto as well. You go to critical healing chance, magnitude, max those out, and max the critical attack chance and damage as well. And then you can have two choices. You can either put everything in resto and then the rest in precision, or you can put just 100 in resto and the rest in precision. Okay, sorry. Yeah, I think that's it. For the loadout though, this is where we're gonna have so many different opinions, options, and in different situations as well. Okay, so basically the main two is gonna be the group heal and the priority heal. Okay, so for any power, I'm not just talking about serious sorcery in general. So basically with battle healing, you technically need to take the exact same loadout that you take for a normal healer, but you just need to drop one power and replace it with a weapon buff. Okay, but here I did something a bit different with sorcery, because if you really know your power too well, you know exactly how much each power heals for. Okay, so for example, for sorcery heal, I know that I can't heal with just the priority and the group heal, so I took the Shard of Life because for two reasons. One of it is a big burst heal for everyone near around the target, and at the same time, if you have the PI active, it still does a little damage. Even it says here in hero, deals reduced damage but heals everyone nearby target over time. So it still deals damage, okay? And there's an artifact for that as well that I'm gonna suggest later. Also, because you didn't have any sorcery, you didn't have any burst heals that much, so you need to take Renal. That's a must in my opinion. You can also replace anything in this loadout with a shield. Like if you don't want a Shard of Life, you can replace it with a shield. If you don't want a group heal, because you can technically just do this actually. You can do it with this as well. You can replace the shield with the group heal. You know, you can do anything. You can even take a Fury if you want to. It depends on you. You know, just that's why I said don't limit yourself. What I'm saying, you can just create like your own loadout if you're not happy with this. Okay. For the last part, you can have a supercharge. All right. In my opinion, you really need a supercharge as a battle healer. For sorcery, you can have two options. You can either have new venom. Actually, three options. You can either have a new venom, okay, or Arbit of Destiny, or Pheromone Bloom, okay. For the sake of this loadout, I'm just gonna put a new venom there because there's a trick that I don't know why no one tried before, but hey ho, maybe I'm wrong about it. But anyway, for new venom, it says here that it increases the strength, defense, and the damage output. Okay, for a short time, of course. For this, the trick is, as a healer, you can spam the green heal and at the same time building up your supercharge and doing damage. So why not use new venom as a power or as a supercharge that you can spam? You know what I mean? So you can basically, in the artifact section in here, you can use Eye of Gemini just for the new venom boost. So it gives you two options. You are technically given given supercharge to the group, and at the same time you build in your own supercharge as well to use it faster, and you're increasing your attack strength, so your attack is hitting harder. Okay, so for sure there's some situations where you will not be able to do this because your heals won't be enough. So at that point, only as sorcery you can replace that with Arbit of Destiny. So when the damage get a little bit crazy, you can just go to the Arbit of Destiny form and have this loadout here, a straight pure heal loadout. Okay, and then when the attack ends, or the crazy damage ends, you can just, you know, it's when the supercharge will end anyway. But actually this is a bit I was about to say scary. This is a bit dangerous because you really need to time it correctly when exactly you're going to use your supercharge, because you don't want your supercharge to run out when the big hit is about to come, you know what I mean? So yeah. For me, because usually I do a battle healing as I do a battle healing in just alerts or a very old raids that I know exactly how much damage they will do. Like I'll definitely not be able to do that battle healing in like PCN, for example, you know, or God of Monster. I mean, I did it in God of Monster. It was a struggle a bit, but I still did it. Still done it. But yeah, you really need to choose where exactly you need to put it, or you need to use your battle healing loadout thing. Otherwise, the group will just hate you, you know, because you're not healing enough and you're not doing enough damage. They're not asking for DPS, they're asking for a healer. So at the end of the day, this is the loadout that I use for my situation. Okay. Next is the artifacts. Okay. For the artifacts, you can have so many options as well, but in my opinion, as sorcery, you need to have Grim, okay? Because Grim sets the PI, and if the PI is active, that means Shard of Life will hit even harder, which is good, okay? So, while having the Grim, you can replace the Shard of Life with Fury, because Fury hits harder as well when the PI is active, but you need to use Offering with that somehow. So you need to sacrifice 2 slots in your loadout for that. So you can literally do this actually. It's fine if you want to, but I don't really recommend that at all. So yeah, the first one is the Grim, alright? The second one, you can either have a Purple Healing Ray or Page of Destiny. It also depends on the raid or the alert that you're doing as well. For me, I think Purple Healing Ray is better because with stats clamping, it's super easy to heal the people 5 times the total of your restoration because your stats will be already low. So your Purple Healing Ray will be triggering even faster than normal. So, and of course, when you have the Purple Healing active, the Purple Light active, it will give you power back and will reset the powers that you're using. So that's an advantage. And instead of just having a Page of Destiny, just in case the groove falls to 50% or below, you know? Is it 50 or 40? I think it's 40 with Page of Destiny. Yeah, it's 40. So yeah, that's in my opinion. All right, you can replace that with a Page of Destiny. You can replace it with any other thing as well. You can even replace it with Solar, just for the extra might if you want to. But you're not really doing a might build. I mean, you can do a might build with sorcery, but I don't really recommend it. It's better to do it that way. It's really hard to do a might build and heal with it as a sorcery. You can do that with Celestial, Water. You can technically do it a bit with electricity as well, kind of. With nature, yeah, maybe. I'm not sure. I'll switch nature soon, so I can check that later. For the third slot, you can either have Transformation, Eye of Gemini, or you can have Venom, okay? Because I can't say the rest of the word, sorry about that. Venom Risk Dispenser. Yay! Said it. Alright, never mind. You can have Venom, increase your weapon buff, alright? But the problem is that it's reduce your power regeneration. So you actually, while using this, you need to either or both of the options that I'm going to mention. You can either replace the Purple Healing Ray with Demon Fang, because it will help you with your power somehow a bit, restores your power somehow, total of your restoration and stuff like that. It's slow right now, so it's not really full capable of that. You can have that set up in here instead of the one that I said, or you can do actually this and get Cyborg as a support ally. Okay, if you're electricity, you can have the legend spot as an ally as well, the HOL. As a support ally, of course, because your arc lightning will give you a power back, so that's a plus. All right, that's something you can do as well. That's why I said you don't need to limit yourself with what I'm saying. But again, from what I've seen so far and how many raids and alerts that I've healed, I think this is the best setup actually. Without transformation, you don't really need transformation that much, but you can use it just for the sake of more damage if you want to. but I think this is, like, in my opinion, the best setup as a battle healer. Okay, as a sorcery battle healer, because sometimes in some powers and in some situations you don't really need a grim. Like for example, I think you don't really need a grim in water battle healing, or even in what you call it. I'm gonna talk about from perspective that all the powers are a prec battle healers, okay? Because you can prec battle heal or might battle heal. For prec, I think for all the powers except celestial and water, you don't need the grim for them, okay? Yeah, and some powers as well you can replace the pure healer, purple healing ray for Page of Destiny. So it just depends on the power that you want to, or you're doing with. For the utility built in here, it's up to you as well. You can take henchman, supply drop. You can take either the restoration, like the healing one, or the DPS one, the trinket. And you can also take a DPS trinket, or you can replace that with I think I have it in my bank. Yeah, you can replace it with Creepy Jack, or I don't remember which one the other one is. The big bursty one. What's it called? Blossom. Oh yeah, I think it's called Blossom. Blossom Seed, I think, something like that. Yeah. So it depends on you. Like if you find out like your heals are a bit slow, or maybe not enough for the group, you can replace both of those, or leave that as a healing and replace this with a Creepy Jack or Blossom to help you heal more. If you find that your healing is fine, you can just have what I'm having in here, or you can replace that with a DPS one, so it's fine. So for the white mods, okay, I'm gonna take the affinity bonus later. For the white mods, for your weapon you need to have repulsion adapter, okay, because you need your power back fast. You don't really need, you can have a blast adapter as well, like to make your weapon combos or weapons a bit stronger in hits, but you technically don't really need that, because as a battle healer you don't really need to chase the scoreboard. You're just there to help with the damage a bit. For the head, you can either have Pheromone Bloom, Arbit of Destiny, New Venom. It just depends on the supercharge that you're gonna use. Okay. For the neck, you need the Focus Restoration. All right. If you want to, you can have Precision, the Precision one. But I don't like to limit myself that much, because I can still do enough damage with this build. So why not getting that 5% restoration? You know. For the back, nothing really scales for the back of Sorcery that much, because the Restoristic Ward, which is the group heal, it's a bit weird to have it here while having the purple healing ray. You can of course have the back mode as a Restoristic Ward or whatever the group heals that you have, and replace the purple healing ray with Page of Destiny, you know. But so far I'm just using Bone of Souls. Even if I'm not using shield, I just switch shields sometimes. Like sometimes I'd be like, oh shit, this raid is hard, I need shield on my loadout, and just switch it with any other power that I have. So yeah. For the chest you need Extend Supercharge, of course, because you don't have Scarp or anything that builds you supercharge other than Eye of Gemini, so you will definitely run out of supercharge. Okay, and it'll be easier as well to like spam supercharge faster. Legs, nothing really important for legs, especially for battle healing. For feet, you can have Trampoline Master or Explosive Block, because it's gonna be easier as well if they add jump on you and the tank don't pull in time. You're just gonna say bye-bye to the word. Or Trampoline Master, which help you dodge faster or roll faster. For the hands, you can have Empowered Channeling, which I really recommend for Sorcery, just because you're big heal, you don't really need to get interrupted in that, especially in Sorcery, because that's the only power that might save you if the whole team is taking damage at the same time. Okay, which is Renault, this one. If someone hits you in the middle of this and you're screwed, you technically don't have anything to do other than just spamming all your powers at once and making the troll hate you, and half of the group will be dead. Okay, so if you have elite gear, you're gonna be able to access the affinity bonuses. Okay, those are the affinity bonuses that I have. I don't have any prec ones. I use resto because, as I said, I don't like to limit myself. So those are the pure healing affinity bonus that you actually have, or you need. Sorry. So you take the 2 restorations, type A and B. For the C, you actually, this is like a very important for sorcery because sorcery is really power hungry. I mean, all the powers are really power hungry, but sorcery is really, really power hungry. For the type D as well, field medic is not bad. Just the heals is so small. I need to be really cogging the players to do that. It's so annoying, but still, you know, when you spam supercharge, they will be forced to stand next to you anyway, so it might work. For the stats though, these are the stats that you're gonna look at if you are having the same skill point and same artifacts that I'm having. So we are running 41k precision and 60k resto, okay? For the augments, you run the healing adaptive augments and you run the precision ones in here, okay? Because you definitely need to do some damage as well. You can technically have the precision adaptive augments as well, but as I said, I don't like really to limit myself that much. Yeah, I think that's really it. So basically what you're gonna do as a battle healer is just clip in your weapon buff with any other power. Like for example, someone is taking damage, you just clip it with your group heal and just start your rotation, you know, for single target. You do this as a single target. If ads come in, then you just change to AoE. You know, you can clip it with Shard of Life as well because you have the Grim active, so Shard of Life will hit even harder. So as a battle healer with everything out, you are basically looking at these numbers. So yeah, again, of course, if I am really suck with the precision, just because I'm really new to it, so don't judge me. You definitely can do better rotations than this. But yeah, the numbers will be like 400k, 430k maybe. Maybe even more than that if you're really, really good and have higher stat than me. So yeah, these are the things that you're going to be looking at. Let me just get out of combat here quickly. And there you go. Yeah. That's my base right, by the way. Yeah. I think that's it. Yeah. I don't want to talk that much. And I think I covered everything. And the game is about to the game is about to shut down as well in 9 minutes, so yeah. Let me know what you guys think about it, if you have any other opinions about these powers, and sorry, about like the battle healing powers, of course, or the battle healing in general. If you want to add anything, if you're a sorcery player as well, if you want to add anything to it, yeah, let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and see you guys in the next one. Bye.